Hi, and this is my review of Women, Food and God. I don't know if you can see that. I listened to it on the audio version. Right, this book is really big. Not easy to read if you've got food issues. I spent the first half of it thinking, I really hate Janine Roth, because she was telling me things I didn't want to hear. But I stuck with it. Partly because she was telling in a very, very funny way these stories of other women who were looking at her with fury and hatred in their eyes, and I thought that I knew there was a message for me there. And then about 3 days after I'd started listening to it, I was having my evening meal, and about 3/4 of the way through I realised I was full, and I looked at the food on my plate and I thought, okay, these are inanimate objects and they have no power on me, over me. I don't want to eat them. And I left my food. Now that is really unheard of for me. And that was the point that I thought, actually, I love Janine Roth. That without any kind of conscious effort, I made that decision, and I did that action. And towards the end of the book, there's this amazing story. It was amazing to me because it really helped me, of a woman who refused to stop reading the New York Times when she was eating, and she said, well, if I can't read when I'm eating, then that proves that women of my age are really sad and lonely if they eat on their own. Now for me, the opposite is true. I've got 2 young children and I hate eating with other people. My dream is to eat on my own, actually, and because I can have some peace and quiet. I've got enough problems with my own eating than to have to manage children's food. But for me, this story really hit home about my need for distraction while I'm eating. And it made me realise that this is the next thing I need to do. Where I am is, over the last couple of years I've done a lot of hypnotherapy, a lot of self-hypnosis, and I've excluded certain very addictive foods from my diet. But what I'm finding is that I'm still eating compulsively quite a lot. And now in the book she gives you some eating guidelines, and I've realised that looking at those, that I really need to delve into them. And I really need to look at how I eat, and that's the next thing for me. So there'll be a link at the bottom of this video. I'm going to be starting a sort of experiment, come video diary, of how I'm getting on following those guidelines, and I'll be adapting them because I adapt everything that I come across, because I don't think anybody's got one answer. Janine Roth hasn't got the answer, Marianne Williamson hasn't got the answer. I've got the answers, and I just need to take the best of everyone else. So this book, I know it will change my life, and it's given me so much, even though it wasn't easy to read in places. Just one criticism is that while I think that Janine Roth is very, very funny when she's kind of telling us like it is, and telling us things we don't want to hear, and I think that humour is a great tool, because we're laughing at these people at the same time you're thinking, oh no, that's me. While she's very good at being funny about that, I think that the answers that she gives us, which she calls, the unexpected path to everything, it's there in the book, and for me I think it's going to be the eating guidelines. But she doesn't put enough emphasis on those things, I think. She's a little bit earnest about the fact that you need to meditate and follow these guidelines. And I would like, personally, maybe to have a bit more sort of inspiring input. But that aside, I cannot criticise the book, because it's given me so much, and it's opened the next door I need to go down. I hate to talk about a journey, but in this process, the next door, which is the eating guidelines. So yeah, please watch the next video and follow along with me if you feel that how you eat is the next thing you need to tackle. So thanks for watching.